Hi, ooh, you're not Libra, you're Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. My bad. I just did the Libra reading. We are going to, Scorpio, check in to what you need to surrender with the Power of Surrender cards. Because it's the full moon tomorrow, 3/18/22. So I'm recording this on the 17th. And yeah, so we're going to start with these, and then we're going to go to Moonology and then to the Tarot. I'm hearing Beverly Hills 90210. Is somebody in Beverly Hills? That's kind of cool. Surrender to joy. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling. During both the hard and easy times, keep surrendering to more joy. I really like that. Let's see what else comes out. What does Scorpio need to surrender to this full moon? Surrender low self-esteem. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Okay? Success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. Anything that's kind of made you feel along the way, Scorpio, that you can't have it all. I'm hearing Rihanna. I want it all. She's going after it all, too. Much respect. Bottom of the deck here. Surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say, thank you for sharing, and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. So some of you need to get into some positive affirmations right now and combat those negative thoughts that might rise up. And then this flipped over. It didn't come out, but it flipped over. Surrender to rest and sleep to prevent burnout. So some of you might be headed toward burnout if you don't slow down for a minute. To prevent burnout, slow down. Honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. Keep hearing that song. Bottom of the deck, surrender frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. Okay, so there may be something that's causing a little frustration, but it's not serving you, right? Surrender that frustration and get into some joyous energy, however that looks for you, Scorpio. I like that. Those are good cards. And working on your confidence, that's natural. I think everyone needs to do that here and there. Oh, what do we have here? Surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. And I just heard don't force that shit, like from the Rebel deck. So some of you might be thinking about somebody or thinking about reaching out to somebody, but if I feel like don't, oh yeah, my throat's itching as I'm about to say this, like don't push it. Just kind of, go with the flow. Take a step back. Yeah, and then people pleasing. So don't people please. Like, don't think you have to be chasing anybody is what I'm feeling with that. What does Scorpio need to know from the Moonology deck? Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Okay. And don't let your past hold you back. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. And South Node for don't let your past hold you back. So yeah, some of you may be in South Node thinking. And South Node is like, typically the way I think of it is it's like your past life. So if you were here in a past life, you had some lessons to learn in that past life. And in this life, you should be graduated from that energy and moving towards your North Node. If you're not graduating toward that North Node energy in your birth chart, you might still be in that South Node. So check your birth chart for what is your South Node sign. Okay. And if you're embodying those characteristics of that sign, it's kind of like a map. Your birth chart is really a map, and it's a gift, really. Okay, so look at that and see. And it's not to be shared with everyone. I don't know why I feel the need to say that. Don't share your birth chart with everyone. But anyway, yeah, you want to be working toward the energy of your North Node and away from the energy of your South Node, because some of that South Node energy is what's in your shadow this lifetime, okay? Let's move on to the tarot. What? Okay, so the Hermit just flipped out. Interesting. Some of you might be keeping to yourself. Something could have been going on since Christmas. I don't know why I had a Christmas song stuck in my head. It's like the rap version. I don't know what that's about. We're gonna just keep going. Let's see. What else wants to come out for my Scorpios? Eight of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Five of Wands. Two of Cups is the outcome here. Wow, I like that. Bottom of the deck. Six of Cups. Okay. Okay, so with the Six of Cups is the overall energy. And then the only major arcana here is the Hermit. So, yeah, don't let your past hold you back. Very significant for you this time around, Scorpio. For this full moon, you may really need to be future focused or present focused, not even future focused, because focusing too much on the future will get you caught up in like some weird mindset as well. The present moment is very important, and then making plans for the future, but not forgetting to honor the present moment. And you can't really honor the present moment if you're stuck in the past. And that's the energy that I'm getting here. Like maybe you're thinking about the past a lot or reviewing how you've been in the past. And that could be some of those self-limiting beliefs that are creeping up, pulling you there. That's why these affirmations are going to be really important for you this week, I feel. Tonight and tomorrow, whenever you see this, whenever you end up seeing it, you're supposed to see it, because really all of these are timeless, but the moon is just a nice way to keep track of your spiritual progress, right? But I don't think there's doomsday if you don't do this by the full moon. There's always time for you to grow. But the overall energy is being kind of pulled down into past energy. And you want to work to get out of that. So with the Hermit, you've been keeping to yourself. You've maybe been staying away from certain people, cutting out certain people. But that's being blocked by the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like there's a need for you to kind of get out there. I'm hearing Hey Ya by Outkast. I feel like some of you have networking to do. Networking, socializing, but like with a purpose. It's so weird. I'm noticing this little mouse here. It's like a mouse by the candlelight, but it's almost there's like a supportive presence. It's interesting. Some of you might be Year of the Rat. Yeah, but it's like it's time for you to kind of run around a little bit. It's time for you to get out. But I feel like it's, you may feel that. That's what this is. I feel like you feel that, and that's blocking the Hermit energy right here, because you need to, no. Okay, so this is tough because it's a back and forth energy, and my goodness, if I'm having this much trouble just getting out the first couple minutes of the reading, some of you may be caught going back and forth in your mind. Like, I visualize myself socializing and being free and meeting new people and having fun and connecting with people, making meaningful connections. But in reality, you're kind of hermiting because maybe you have some self-esteem issues that you're not really being honest with yourself about, or you're not facing. You, Scorpio, or this could be somebody around you. There's something that's keeping you from being your full, vibrant self, because Scorpio is kind of like the life of the party when they want to be. Scorpios are magnetic. So I feel like instead of going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, there needs to be a moment of non-action, a moment of reflection, but not getting stuck here. Yeah, and here's the Magician here with the King of Swords, King of Cups, Nine of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Yeah, some of you have been cutting people off. The Chariot is there just beneath it. Maybe you've cut off Virgo, Gemini. Maybe some of you have been cutting off air signs, or you've been in that energy, because all the signs are here, really. But it's like you're focused on your wish fulfillment. You're focused on what it is that really makes you happy. And you've been separating yourself from people that you feel just don't make the cut. But at the same time, you're like, I do want to connect with people. So I think you're kind of in an in-between right now, which is weird because I don't see the Two of Pentacles. I just feel like maybe you have to believe that you can make those new connections. Yeah, you can make those new connections. Surrender low self-esteem. You're worth it. It's just that those people from the past, Scorpio, weren't the right people. Don't let your past hold you back, right? And it's time to release negativity. So what you did release, it needed to be released. Like a lot of the other signs that I've already read for, confidence is your key to success was just beneath that. It's time to release negativity. They're in the process of releasing, and I feel like, Scorpio, you've been slicing and dicing people out of your life. Like you've been deciding to really let go of people, and now you're kind of looking around like, dang, maybe I should reach out to somebody. And maybe there are some like people along your path that you will meet and connect with. I think you absolutely will, but you're kind of tempted or just reflecting on this past and the people that were already there. What's on your mind right now is the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. How you're going to come together with them again in the future, or with people in the future. Like, how are you going to build that vision that you already have in your mind, and your advice for that? Five of Wands. You're going to have to fight for it. And by fighting for it, I feel like that's what this surrender to joy is about. Socializing. Putting yourself out there, getting out of your comfort zone. That's going to lead you to your Two of Cups. The right partnerships, the right connections. And that's what you're longing for. Let's clarify a little bit. Yeah. What is this Hermit about? Yeah, some of you for sure could have cut out an earth sign. For sure could have cut out a Virgo. You could have a Virgo in your mind. But the Knight of Swords is here also because you're in hermit mode trying to figure things out. You're in hermit mode building, seeing who you could collaborate with in the future. And I think part of you has been wondering if you can work things out with people from the past, with the Six of Cups having been the overall energy. Maybe some people from your childhood, some people from growing up that you still want to kind of hold on to a little bit, but you've already really let go of them. What about this Eight of Pentacles? Can we get some clarity on this Eight of Pentacles? The Moon. Yeah. Big Moon energy. Secrets, a little bit of fear. Ten of Cups. It's like you don't know who you're going to connect with now going forward. Who you work with. And you might need new business partners in a way. You're just wondering what's going... It's like you're... It's unknown, and that's a big... I think a lot of people are in a transitory phase. Like a lot of people, because the moon is just like, I'm back, like in every reading. But yeah, so it's like secret to you right now, even to you, and maybe we can't know in this reading. What you're doing is something that's going to be special for you, and it's coming to you as you build toward it, but you're building toward it. You're still doing that. And so right now you're fighting the urge to fall back into past relationships, past connections, past ways of thinking. Can we get something on this Ten of Pentacles, please? What about this Ten of Pentacles? Queen of Pentacles, the High Priestess. Yeah, so some of you are working towards your Queen of Pentacles status. And you need to trust your gut about this. You need to follow your intuition as well with the High Priestess being here. It's something that you need to go within about. And again, some of you could be really, really heavily feeling the energy of an earth sign or thinking heavily on an earth sign. I could also take that as a compliment, like, hey, but no, it's not about me. I feel like this is about you building your wealth, and that's your focus. Building your legacy. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. It's something that you're moving slowly toward, that you're working toward. And just beneath that also, the Lovers. What you feel is like your destiny, your ultimate end game, your goal. So what about this Five of Wands? Temperance. Temperance is going to be here to remind you of the balance that's required, balancing between these energies and keeping your emotions in check as you go forward. King of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you're working toward success is what I feel like, Scorpio. And also there could be somebody on your mind. We got the Queen of Pentacles here. We got the King of Pentacles here. You could be wondering about the financial status of somebody you're interested in. You could be interested in someone and you're like, what is their financial status? Because you want to kind of connect with somebody who's on your level as well. So that could just be a side note for somebody. You're wondering about that. I mean, it feels rude to ask people, right? Like, how much are you making? Is your coin sufficient, you know? Or what's your credit like? Some of you may be thinking that way. It's almost like they're... oh, but they're looking, you know, one's looking at the other and the other's looking away. So this could be a situation, yeah, where somebody might have moved on and somebody is having trouble with that as well. So it's going to be different for each of you, but I feel like overall you're having to fight for your future here. And by doing that, there's a need for you to embrace joy. And a lot of embracing joy has to do with embracing the present moment. And also, you're going to need to start enjoying yourself, getting out there, living life. Think you might want to watch the Virgo reading. Virgo had a similar message, but Virgo was dealing with some serious feels connected to betrayal. So I don't know if you're involved in anything like that with a Virgo energy, but you may want to watch that reading if you have a placement. Whoa. Yeah, we got the Seven of Cups here. And the Eight of Wands. So some of you might be dealing with that. I would say check out the Virgo reading. But then what about this Two of Cups here as the outcome? The Strength. Seven of Cups again. Oh, wow. So yeah, when you do this, when you get out there, I feel like you're going to realize there's no need for you to have low self-esteem, Scorpio. You're going to have a lot of options. You're going to have like an abundance of choice coming toward you. Like what you're working toward is very worthwhile. And yeah, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Take a moment to gather yourself. If you want to, yeah, surrender to your intuition, surrender to non-action, surrender to trust. Realize, yeah, surrender fear. You might need to take some time to meditate and to say some affirmations. I would say some affirmations for, I have like this one deck. It's this deck. Ancestral and Spirit Guide Messages. And they say, do some affirmations for 7 days. So that might be a good time for you to do it, like a span of a week or maybe 2 weeks, whatever feels right to you, maybe in the morning or at night, to repeat to yourself to really build your confidence. And confidence is really related to the solar plexus, and I also believe the root chakra and also the throat chakra very heavily. So some of you may need to sound bathe with those frequencies as well, or that may be helpful to you. But it's like you're going towards, you're going to be shocked at the options you have. And somebody may be feeling threatened because they're looking at you and like, wow, they see you're on the come up, or somebody, I think somebody is like watching you and they feel like, would this be a good match? There's something like that going on. Would this be a good match, or should I go toward them? Is there a lot of competition? Would I be their type? But you're kind of hermiting, unless that's you feeling that way about somebody, Scorpio. But I feel like what you're doing is kind of hiding a bit because you've been cutting everybody off and trying to figure out what's best for you going forward. And that's not a bad thing, but don't think because you've had to do this, that you're in this transition now, that because you're more solo right now, it's not that there's anything wrong with you. It's that you're moving on into a new phase. There will be new connections. There will be new friends. There will be new love if you let it in. Let's get an advice card from the Angel Wisdom deck. What's some good advice for my Scorpios? King of Wands. Motivational, inspiring, theatrical, ambitious. Take a leadership role. Step into the spotlight. Public speaking. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Look at the bigger picture. Communicate your vision. Don't be sensitive to criticism. Yeah, so there's like a feeling of stepping outside of your comfort zone. 10 of Pentacles, there it is again at the bottom of the deck. Like, that's confirmation. What you're sitting on is brilliant. Like, what you're working toward is good. And don't be deceived if you feel a little bit alone right now. What you're building toward is going to lead you to these proper relationships, these true Two of Cups energies in your life. Just, try to relax and embrace the moment and let a little joy in. So maybe you need to get out and have some fun or find things that interest you, and that could be how you connect with new people, and you'll start to enjoy life in the moment a little bit more, and that might even help you continue to work toward your future. I love you, Scorpio. I really do. I'll be back soon with another one for you. I hope this has been helpful to someone. All right, bye.